Man, we're fresh off of such an amazing weekend. I took the last week off because I was in San Diego, okay? It wasn't a vacation though, okay? So don't get too excited, but it felt so good being with the U.S. Marine Corps for a whole week for their educators workshop, and I learned exactly what a Marine goes through.
From now on, the only words that'll come out of your mouth is yes sir and no sir when spoken to. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir!
Somebody that knows something about it, and I won't answer now. Who, what, where, why? See, a lot of dudes like to act the fool. But that ain't my style. Now who he gonna get, and what he gonna do? Run up on me if you want to.
So the Educators Workshop was a full week of, you know, we went through PowerPoints, we did physical activity that the Marines did, we got to mingle with actual Marines who are in training. We just really got a really close, very close view of what they go through. And, you know, we did, you know, some of the courses that they go through. We did all of that. We got as much as we could in a week. Lots of it was physical, but lots of it was actually sitting down and learning. And you learned things from how to enter, how you're going to pay for it, how you could get paid for it. You learned so much within that Educators Workshop.
I like how they're all on the same page and that there's a clear direction as to what they're trying to get these recruits to do. And it's not just logistical, it's a mentality that they're trying to instill, and I think that's really valuable.
First night was pretty intense because though we didn't do anything physically, we got to watch Marines go through their very first initial day themselves. So what they do is they come on a bus at night and their heads are down, so they really don't know what's about to happen. And then that's when they get off the bus and they stand on the yellow footsteps, and that is their very first, you know, encounter with their drill instructors, and just that's their baby steps inside of, you know, the world of training for a Marine. You could see the vulnerability on their face, and it was really, really, really interesting to see them go from what they thought, I mean, what their life was, to this new life that they really didn't know much about. That vulnerability is important because it's kind of like a leap of faith into something, and we all go through that. So that moment for me was the most memorable because I do go through a lot of things in my life where I walk into a place and it's not my comfort zone, but I got to figure out how to maneuver in it. And that's exactly, that is the biggest thing that I remember. And the biggest thing that meant something to me was seeing that vulnerability as they came off the bus into their new life. That is what stuck with me the most. They had to go to a contraband room, so anything in their pockets they had to get rid of, okay? They couldn't have any pornography items, they couldn't have any condoms, any drugs, any cell phones, anything like that. You just take out of your pocket, and the Marines go through it. And then after they go through that part, they are asked to make one phone call to somebody in their family, their next of kin, just letting them know, like, hey, I made it to base. We're going to be going through 12 weeks of some crazy training, and I love you. I'm not going to talk to you until I'm done. So one of them stood out to me in particular. He was a young man, and he had dreadlocks. And watching them cut all his dreads off was kind of painful, because I could almost see it in his eyes that, you know, they meant something to him, and him getting rid of them meant something to him too, but I also feel like he was ready for what was coming next.
Commander, my drill instructors and I will be with you every day, and everywhere that you go. Now, I've told you what my drill instructors and I will do. From you, we demand the following. You will give 100% of yourselves at all times. Obey all orders quickly, willingly, and without question. Treat all Marines and recruits with courtesy and respect. You will not physically abuse nor verbally threaten any Marine or recruit. Be completely honest in everything that you do. A Marine never lies or cheats. Respect the rights and property of others. A Marine never steals. You must work hard to strengthen your body, your spirit, and your mind. Be proud of yourselves and that uniform that you now wear. Above all else, never quit or give up. For we offer you the challenge of recruit training and the opportunity to earn the title United States Marine. Sit up straight and look at me now, RS Chicago. My name is Staff Sergeant Rangel, and I am your senior drill instructor. How's it going, RS Chicago? I'm here with Maha, and thank you all for coming out. We appreciate it, and hope to see y'all again sometime soon.
There it is, baby. These people are actually really nice. Don't get scared.
Just feeling a sense of pride. As of right now, you get this feeling when you earn your Eagle Globe and Anchor that is unlike anything else. You just feel a sense of of accomplishment, something of like I'm doing something for my country that other people appreciate, and it was just an amazing feeling in and of itself.
Serving our country is obviously not an easy thing, and you're risking your life every single day that you serve. So seeing the parents and the children, seeing the parents and the young men reunite was really refreshing, and I think they needed that after 12 weeks of intensity. So it was a beautiful thing. I almost teared up at some point because after 12 weeks, you are a different person. The Marines, it definitely changes you. Even after the week that we were there, my perspective has changed on a lot.
So how does it feel to be right here and, in front of your family?
It feels great. I mean, it's just a big shock to be able to hold my family again.
Yeah.
After 13 weeks being here, I mean, I built so many bigger bonds with people that I didn't really know. I mean, these are the people that I'm going to be serving before I go out and deploy.
Absolutely. And is this your mom right here?
Yes.
Mom, how do you feel? I want to know how mom feels. 13 weeks, knowing what your son went through.
Appreciating a lot more of the things that I go through, the things that I have, being able to talk to my family every single day, and not having to be away from them for that long. So there's a lot that I saw at that graduation ceremony that did make me feel emotional, but it was, I could tell for the parents it was definitely rewarding. I would absolutely recommend young men and young women who aren't really sure what they want to do with the rest of their lives to consider the U.S. Marine Corps, because you are serving your country. And you are also taking away so much from that experience as well. If you went in with a not so strong mindset or a not so strong mental, or you were physically not fit, you are going to leave with all those things. So you gain so much from the experience. And then also, being able to serve your country is a very honorable trait. So why wouldn't you want something like that? I would encourage my children, if that's something that they showed interest in, I would never tell them not to do it. If that's something that they want to do, they should do it, and they should do it very proudly, because it definitely takes a certain type of person to become a U.S. Marine.
The Marines do in serving and protecting their country, and gave me a glimpse of how I can better educate my students, and for having the Marines as an educational, or as an opportunity.
Critical pieces today, or this whole week, about the supports that kids can get in the military to be just as successful. If they can have leadership qualities, strong character, endurance, physical fitness, and camaraderie.